So here we have a 3D point cloud of a building, new construction, and we wanted to do a couple of quick measurements of this junction box. So the idea is we're comparing the coordinated model to the actual as-is conditions out in the field and showing you how those conditions can change and how scanning can give you that confidence to actually fabricate for new construction as well as renovation, and being able to bring that out to the job site and see how everything's going to fit. So you can see there how we were able to do a couple of quick measurements straight off the bat from the point cloud. In this example here, we're going to actually cut out this section of the portion here, and we're going to bring this into Revit. Let's do a quick top-down view, and then just clean up this portion of the cloud because I don't need all of it in, for example. And then we'll just digitize around the main section here, keep it in. So again, you can see the two floors that we have, and then from RealWorks we can export this directly out as a recap file, which is Autodesk's native file format for point clouds. So we can just give it a quick name. And save it. So once we have it saved, now we can bring it into Navisworks just to show you the coordinated model and how the coordinated model it doesn't line up with the actual as-is conditions, because again there's just too many variables out in the field to allow I suppose 100% of fabrication. So here is the actual junction box with the point cloud, and we'll just go and we'll turn on the electrical, and you'll see how the designed conduit does not actually fit or isn't aligned up correctly. So if I actually had fabricated this in my workshop, it would not fit, and essentially you're just throwing it away. So if I just turn off the outside of the box, and you'll see how far it's actually off, and we can actually do a quick measurement as well too. So we'll just navigate around a little to kind of get that preview. So you can see the openings, and you can see how far we're actually off. So now we can just do a quick measurement. So I'll just pick roughly the center of it. Pick roughly the center over the conduit. It's like we're nearly off about 5 inches. So this is what we want to bring into for Revit, for example, and update our model. So we could actually either bring in the IFC that we currently have and just update that, or else we can just do a quick new run of this fabrication. So again, I'm going to bring in my point cloud, navigate to it. I want to do it by shared coordinates, keep everything on the same coordinate system. There's my point cloud that I exported out of RealWorks. And then here's just a quick top-down view. And I'm just going to go in and I'm going to edit my view so I can see the entire point cloud. And then I'm just going to do a quick cut plane at that elevation. So I think it's around, we'll try 11'5" and see how that looks. And we can hit apply. So now if we look down, I can see the cut plane, I can see where our junction box is, and then I'm just going to do a couple of cross-cut sections through that, looking in that line of sight. We're just going to bring back our cross section. Then we can hit go to view. Now if we start to zoom in, I can see all the actual physical openings or tie-in points essentially to where that conduit is going to go. And again, I'm going to do another section view looking at the side so I can actually pull in the correct length of the conduit. And again, I can just adjust our view, sneak it in, and hit go to view. And now here's just a quick side view of the conduit again. So once we have our two views done, we can now come in here and we can do a quick run of the conduit. So I'm just going to pick it up through where it's going to go through the other floor. come down, Oh, I want to choose 1 inch. So again, you know the exact diameter. Again, you can pull all those direct measurements from the point cloud. Accuracy wise, you're looking anywhere from a 1/16 to 1/8 of an inch. And then we can just move that in place. So I'll just do the front on section view where I can see the conduit. Then I want to move that in its correct position. And I can tweak it using my arrow keys on my keyboard to make sure it's exactly lined up with the hole in the junction box. So once I've got my first one created, now I can go to our parallel conduits, keep the same bend radius, maybe just jump back and make it a little bit longer actually, so where it's actually going into the box, and you can adjust that length to where it's appropriate. Now we'll just do a quick floor plan, so now we can see it going through the box. We're going to select that run, and then we're going to do a 6x2 offset, and then we know those distances as well too. And then now if we go to a front section, I can see all my conduit runs coming 100% in the correct location. So now I can go to like a 3D view and view it in a little bit more detail. But what this is giving me the confidence that, hey, I can fabricate this now in my shop, put it on a rack, put a strut on it as well too if I needed to, or maybe there's a hanger, or adjust the hanger lengths as well too. So you can start to add a lot more detail to this run of conduit. So what it allows you to even do further is actually go through the entire model and make sure that everything is going to fit, and then giving you that confidence, hey, we can do a lot more fabrication now back in our workshop because we have the exact conditions of where everything is going to fit. So saving a ton of time out in the field because you're literally just plugging and playing now with the actual objects itself. So just to kind of show you that full workflow, we're going to actually just export this back out. So I'm just going to export it as a DWG, for example. I'll call it project 3. Just hit OK and save, and then see the old conduit and how it doesn't align up with the junction box. And going back to that, there's too many variables on the job site. I'm just going to select my new one, and then you can see how it aligns up 100% now with the actual as-field conditions. Again, giving me the confidence that, hey, I know exactly where everything is relative to the field. And now I can fabricate this, so I'm not having to bring out my pipe cutters and benders, or I'm having to do less work essentially out in the field. So installation becomes a lot quicker overall. And again, I can even adjust my hanger as well too. Adjust the height of it to make sure it comes down in the correct position.